Hi everyone, it's Coach Fred here, and I'm just going over some of the problems from the homework on domain and range. As I said in class, for now, we're going to not worry about the function question. We're going to be learning that in our next class period. But domain, when we think of domain, I just want you to think of the x coordinates of the relation. And so here I have a relation. So if I'm looking for the domain, I'm looking for the x coordinates. Now this relation is given to me as ordered pairs. And so I can see I have an x coordinate of -5, -1, 3, and another -1. We only state the -1 once. We don't have to put it twice, but we do want to go from least to greatest. So our domain here would be -5, -1, 3. Okay, and we put it in those funky little brackets. All right, our range or our outputs would be our y values. So domain is our inputs or our x values. Range is our y values or our outputs. So I look at my y values. I've got a 3, a 0, a -4, and a 2. I just need to put them in from least to greatest. So I would put -4, comma, let's see, 0, and then 2, and then 3. And like I said, we'll do functions later, but so for now, just leave that blank. So now I want you to try it for number 2. So you should be able to think back to our notes. All right, if looking at number 3, this is of a graph. Now this is a discrete graph, so this one is a little bit easier. So in class, what I said to do was write them as each point as an ordered pair, just like in 1 and 2. So let's write these down as ordered pairs. So this is 1, 2, 3. This is -4, 0. This one is -3, 2. This one is 1, 3. And this one is 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I have my ordered pairs. So my domain would be my x values. My range would be my y values. All right, so let's see. And these are actually in order. So my domain would be -4, -3, 1, and 2. And my range would be, let's see, 0, 2, 3, and 5. And now as I'm looking at it, I didn't notice this point way down here. That point would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, -6. So I already have the 1 in my domain. I would just need to add -6 to my range right there. Sorry, I missed that one. All right. Now 4 is the one that I know 4 and 5 are the ones that have been a little bit harder we were working on today. So we talked about doing this several different ways, but your first question should be to yourself, is it a continuous graph? This is not continuous because at the endpoints there are not arrows. That means I want to look at the left endpoint and the right endpoint on the x-axis. So the left endpoint here is 1, 2, -3, and the right endpoint here is 2. Now, for now, go ahead and close those circles in. We're going to talk about what we do otherwise. So close those in. So that means that my domain, remember, we want it to be in between. We want all the x's in between -3 and 2. And we write that as an inequality. And we place x between -3 and 2. All right, for range, again, it's not continuous. So we have to see, does it have a high point? Does it have a low point? So it does have a high point right here, and that's a y value of 1, 2, 3, 4. It does have a low point. Its low point is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so -5. Okay, so it's my y's. So again, I want all the y values between those values. So I want y's between -5 and 4. Okay, so that's a discrete graph. Number 5's a continuous graph. That means that it goes on and on forever. It's got arrows at the end, and that's what's telling me it's continuous. So that means along the x-axis, this graph is going to cross every single x point, so it would be all real numbers. And there's that funny R. Let me actually not use that color. Let's do this. There we go. And our range, okay. Does it have a high point? It does have a high point. Does it have a low point? it doesn't, because it goes on forever down. So that means that I want all the y's less than that high point. And that high point's y coordinate is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 5. So we would want all the y's less than or equal to 5. All right, I want you to try 6 and 2 on your own. Hopefully that was helpful. Have a great day.